Hey everyone, I hope you're all well. My name's Christina, welcome to my channel. So this is just a new channel that I've set up. I'm a huge makeup collector and makeup enthusiast, so I'm also a working mum with 3 boys as well. So our lives are really busy at the moment, but I mainly just wanted to set up this channel. Just YouTube is something that I've always wanted to try, so I just thought I'd try and create a couple of videos. Just mainly things like get ready with me's, first impressions, also discussing indie makeup brands and new releases as well. If that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, I would really appreciate if you could like this video and also subscribe to my channel as well, just because it is a new channel. That would really mean a lot to me as well. Just to give you a quick rundown of the products that we're going to be using today, I'm just going to do a quick kind of get ready with me style video. I do actually have plans today. I'm just meeting a couple of my friends for dinner later. So the main thing that I wanted to use today was the Nomad Cosmetics Fairytale Europe palette. So I actually ordered this a couple of months ago, just straight when it released, and it was delivered to me the next day because the Nomad Cosmetics distribution centre is in Dublin and we live in Dublin as well. So I got it the very next day after it launched, which I was delighted about, but I've been saving it to do a video until now, so I'm dying to get my hands on this and go through it. So we also have products from Colourpop to test out today and bPerfect as well. So this is the look that I came up with, I suppose, today that I'm wearing now. If you want to see how I got this look and just to see my first impressions of the products as well, please stay tuned. So just in the interest of saving time, I did go in and start my base products already so that we can go straight into the eyeshadow. So I just primed with the Catrice Soft Glam Filter Fluid. It's like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Finish, is that what it's called? It's actually really good. And then I did go in mixing 2 shades of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter Foundation. I've been using this a while as well and really love it. So it's full coverage, but you can still kind of get a nice dewy finish with it as well. It doesn't look too heavy or cakey or anything, and it does last really well throughout the day. So I think this will be probably the foundation that I'm going to use. I'm getting married in October this year and I'll probably be using that, I'd say. Okay, so just now we'll go in with the, we'll start with the eyeshadow. Just to say as well, I did prime my eyes as well already using the bPerfect primer, eyelid primer. I actually find that's really good as well, so I've just bought another tube of this, so I'm trying to use up this one. It's pretty old. Okay, so I think I already mentioned in the intro as well, but I mainly wanted to kind of do a first impressions and get ready with me using the Nomad Cosmetics Fairytale Europe palette. So I've been dying to use this ever since I ordered it. I did order it a couple of months ago now, and I just wanted to try and wait to film a video with it so that I could save, because it has really nice embossings as well. In the shades, so I did kind of want to save that to be able to do a video. I'm sorry if I'm blinding you now. So we do have a row of matte neutrals here at the bottom, so 6 matte neutrals, and then 2 rows of really stunning shimmer shades. It's a really good spring palette, I would say. I'm just really loving kind of pinks and purples at the moment. I always loved purples, but I've gotten really into pinks lately as well, and I just find them really flattering. So I think we're going to do a kind of purpley pinky look today, just a really springtime vibes look, I'm thinking. So this is my ideal palette, to be honest. The fact that there's kind of everyday neutrals in here and then just pops of shimmer. I've heard a few other people saying as well, and I do agree, it's really good for people who love to kind of incorporate a bit of colour into their looks, but they still need those base neutrals for every day just to kind of lay down as a good base. If you're kind of someone who's not really comfortable, I suppose, with like really bright and colourful looks, it's a really good way of incorporating colour into your look as well. So we'll start now with that. So I've just swatched most of the shimmer shades here just so that you can see. I don't know if it's probably not the best angle with my tattoos as well, you probably can't really see, but yeah, just really stunning shades, and I cannot wait to get these on my eyeballs. Okay, so you can probably see as well, I do have some tape on my eyes. I think I'm just going to use this to do like a bit of a winged effect today, just without any eyeliner. So I might just use some of the kind of darker browns and blacks towards the outer corner just to make a bit of a liner effect. Okay, I'm going to go in with this shade here. I'm not even going to pronounce the name because I'll probably butcher it. It's the second lightest matte shade here down at the bottom. I'm just loading that up and just kind of sweeping that all throughout the crease just to get a really good base colour down. Okay, so that is a fairly light shade, but really good, just kind of everyday neutral kind of base tone, just to get some colour down. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the next lightest matte shade beside that, and I think that's called Chateau de Chambord, just this shade here. And again, just going to work that into the crease just to build up some depth. I'm just using a fluffy brush here, fluffy blending brush from Spectrum. Okay, I really like these mattes so far. This is actually the first Nomad Cosmetics palette I've actually tried. I have since bought a few other of their palettes because they were having a sale recently for Earth Day, but I'm really liking these mattes so far. I've heard really good reviews. It's brilliant because they have their European distribution centre now, or their warehouse I suppose is in Dublin, and I live in Dublin, so it literally, I think I ordered this palette the day it launched and it got to me the very next day. So I was so happy about that because we never get releases that fast here. So I was really happy, so I think I will be probably buying all their new releases from now on. Okay, so I'm going to go in now and take the deep brown shade, and I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce this. I'm not sure if it's a German name, but it's here. It's actually on the Sleeping Beauty row here. So I'm going to go in on just a really small blending brush, and this is from bPerfect and Mrs. Glam. It's the number MG07. And I'm just going to keep this brown really kind of concentrated to the edge of the eye. I don't want to bring it in too far because I just want to use this to sort of make a bit of a wing effect. So just kind of keeping it really kind of pressed against that tape there, and then also on the eyelid, sort of bringing it down at an angle on the eyelid. And that is a really good brown shade. Okay, so I'm just going to go back in here with the initial brush I used, just with no additional shadow on it, just to kind of blend everything together here. Kind of a pointed bullet kind of brush here, so just a really small kind of smudger. And it's again from bPerfect and Mrs. Glam, so the number is MG09. And I forgot to say, I'm going to take the black shade, so it was the very far right matte, and again I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. So again, I'm going to kind of mimic what I did with the really dark brown and just kind of create a bit of a liner effect with the black shadow. So just keeping it kind of pressed against the tape, and then also onto the lid. I'm just going to go back now, just with no extra product on with the last brush that we used, just to kind of start blending that in together. Okay, I do have watery eyes today as well, so this happens to me this time of year. I just get really bad hay fevery symptoms, but just going to roll with it now today. I might have to use a bit of eyeliner just to kind of bridge any gaps that form in the shadow. It happens to me no matter what shadow I use, so it's actually nothing to do with the shadows themselves. It's more actually just hay fever. So I can see a bit of a water gap starting to form now. I'm just going to go in with a bit more shadow up here. Just to blend everything together. And I'm going to go back in again with a really dark brown now, just to kind of go over that liner that we kind of created. And with these sorts of looks, you just kind of, it's really just a process of going back and forth, making sure everything is blended, just going back over with the same shades. I'm going to take a tiny bit more of the black, just really, really close to the lash line here. Okay, so hopefully this look now survives my evening. I'm actually just going out for dinner with some friends, so we're just going down to one of our kind of local restaurants to get some pizza, and they do really good chicken wings as well, so I'm really excited about that. I just really hope my eyes don't start streaming. It's nothing to do with the actual eyeshadow itself, it's just my eyes. It happens this time of year. So okay, so I think I mentioned at the start, yeah, I'm just really wanting to do a sort of lilac-y or pink colour scheme today. So I think what I will do is use the lilac shade, which is just called Sleeping Beauty, the lilac shimmer, sorry, towards the inner part of my eye, and then I might actually just blend it towards the matte shades that we used with Wicked Fairy, which is the sort of darker purple. Okay, so I am going to also use the NYX glitter primer, just to make sure that we can get everything to adhere. Okay, so to start laying down the shimmers, I'm going to use again another brush from the Mrs. Glam and bPerfect range, and it's the MG08. It's just like a flat sort of shader brush, really good for concealer as well. I'm just going to go in with that and start laying down the glitter primer. So towards the inner part of my eye here, just mainly on the actual eyelid itself, so not taking it up to the crease or anything, and just kind of pointing it in towards this empty area here that there's no kind of matte shadow on yet. Okay, now I'm actually just going to use the same brush to start laying down the shimmers. So I'll use this towards for the light lilac shade towards the inner part of my eye. Oh my, I really love that so far. Oh my god, I don't know if you can see that there's like lots of kind of reflex in that. So it's lilac, the base is lilac, but it also has kind of blue, pink, purple kind of reflex in it that I can see. So I'm just laying this down on the front part of my actual lid, and I'm going to leave a bit of room here just to put the darker purple on that empty space there. But I absolutely love this shade so far. Sleeping Beauty is like one of my favourite Disney movies as well. I was obsessed with it when I was younger. I remember literally watching it like 4 times in a row at one stage when I was really young. Literally that was when we had videos and just watching them back to back. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a smaller kind of flat brush again from the bPerfect Mrs. Glam MG10. So I'm going to go in with that darker purple shade and just pop some of that in here into the gap where there was no actual shadow, just so that the lilac kind of blends in a bit more seamlessly with those browns. Don't know what it is lately. I've been loving like just mixing neutrals with any sort of shimmer, like purple, pink as well. You can really just, if it's a shimmer shadow, it's just really easy, I find, to blend into any sort of matte colour. It's just a really easy way of incorporating colour into your looks as well, kind of day to day, without it being too kind of crazy and overpowering. So I just really like the way that looks, and it was just so quick and easy as well. And I'm just going to go back in here again with the mattes just to make sure everything is sort of blended here. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of eyeliner just very close to the lash line. Yeah, just as I said before, because my eyes are quite watery today with hay fever, just in case they start watering, it'll just be better to kind of bridge any gaps that form. And again, I'm just going to go in with that black shadow now, just to kind of top up that liner. And I'm just going in with it on an angled brush. It's from the same bPerfect and Mrs. Glam range. I'm just going to go back in again just for one last kind of layer of the lilac shimmer, just to really kind of make that stand out. Okay, so now I'm just going to finish catch up with the finishing off my other eye, putting on lashes, and I'll do the rest of my base and everything, and then I'll be back to show you the final look. Hey everyone, so I'm back. I did the majority of my base products now before we move on to the next steps, and finished off both of the eyes. So I also went ahead and did my brows and put lashes on, so I'll put the names of everything that I used down in the description box below as well. Just in the interest of saving time going through everything. So I'm just going to finish off the eyes now with shadow. So I haven't done the inner corner highlight yet, so I'm going to use the shade Snow White. Yeah, it's called Snow White. It's actually a multi-chrome, I think, so I'm going to use that in the inner corner, just going in with, I think this is an old Morphe brush. It's just like a kind of pointed pointed blender brush. Oh wow, so I don't know if you can see that, it's like a white base, a white kind of sparkly shadow, but it actually has quite a kind of red or like pinky base. Wow, okay. I actually think that might be better over the lid, so I'm just going to top that off just with something that's a bit more brighter and has more of a base to it, because that shade is actually quite a sheer base and then just has the reflect of the red or pink. So I'm actually just going to use a more kind of neutral shade, just go over that and really brighten up the inner corner. and I'm just using the kind of light pink shimmer from this palette from Colourpop called Sorbet. Okay, so we have that done now, and before I set the face with powder, I'm going to use the cream blush, or the liquid blush that I wanted to try. So I just picked this up from the bPerfect outlet, actually the one in, well, just outside Belfast. It's the Cheek, I think it's called, yeah, the Cheek liquid blush, and it's in the shade Pink Sugar. I swatched this in the outlet and I thought it was gorgeous. It's like, I'll just show you on my hand here. I don't know if you can really see that. It's like a kind of lilac-y baby pink shimmery liquid blush. I have tried the Cheek liquid blush in other shades as well, actually just one other shade. I think one of their original pink ones was called Rosy or Rose, and I loved that. So I just really wanted to try this baby pink one today. This one is a bit dirty, but it should be okay. Again, it's a Mrs. Glam MG04, Mrs. Glam and bPerfect. So I also picked up a new set of the Mrs. Glam brushes as well because I absolutely love them. So I have 2 sets now, so no excuse. I need to be able to have clean brushes in between washing. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with this. Wow, you can see that it's really, really light kind of baby pink. And I do already have, I don't know if I mentioned as well, I put on the Charlotte Tilbury liquid contour already underneath. So, sorry, the contour wand. And it was just the original shade. I think it's light to medium, fair to medium. I know she came out with, she expanded that shade range, so I haven't actually picked up any of those yet, but I still have plenty of product left in that one, so I'll just keep using that. I've just been really into like pink shimmery blushes lately, like powders as well. But today I just thought I'd try that out. I picked up, kind of restocked, wow that's really shimmery. I won't really need to wear highlighter today, I don't think actually, but it's gorgeous. I really like that. Making your life easier as well, just using one product that can do multiple things. Sorry if I'm blocking with my mirror here. I tried to kind of sit in a way that you could see what I was doing, even if it was just on one side, but it does actually blend in really easily. I just wasn't sure, I've never used this over powder before, so I wasn't sure what way it would look if I went to set my base and then put this on top. I know some blushes you can, like the Charlotte Tilbury blush ones, they actually blend quite well, I think, over powder as well. But I just wasn't really sure about this liquid blush, so I wanted to do that before I set my face. So yeah, I really love that. Really like that. So we have that down, and I set my face there as well, just using the Huda Beauty baking powder in the Cherry Blossom shade. So I'm just going to go in now with, I wanted to try layering a powder blush over that highlight, the liquid blush from bPerfect. So I have actually used this a few times already. It's the Revolution, or Makeup Revolution Lick of Lilac blusher, it's called. So I think they're called Beam Bright is the name of the blush. They're just really shimmery powder blushes. I have seen people say that these are kind of a bit of a dupe for the Rare Beauty. I don't know what the name of them is, the Rare Beauty kind of powder, really shimmery highlighty blushes. So I just wanted to see what this was like over this really shimmery liquid blush. So I'm just going to layer this on top with a Spectrum, I think it's just a Spectrum blush brush. And again, this is really shimmery as well, so I won't need to highlight my face after this, but wow, I really like the way they're looking together so far. Wow, God, they're really, really shimmery. Okay, I really like that so far. I'm just going to do a tiny bit more and really buff that into the cheek. Okay, for the lip combo today, I wanted to use the Colourpop Lippy Pencil and lipstick. So I can't remember what the actual name of the set is. I've since thrown out the box, but it's the set that they did. I think it was called Book of Shadows was the eyeshadow palette, and I think people were kind of saying they took inspiration from the book series A Court of Thorns and Roses. It wasn't an official collab or anything, but it's literally just decorated with thorns and roses, so that's kind of what it seemed like. But I just got the lip kit. It's kind of like a pinky mauvey sort of colour, so I think it would look really well with this look now today. So I just want to try this out. This collection came out, I think it was back in February. Was it around Valentine's Day? It was a couple of months ago anyway, but with the delay with us getting the makeup actually delivered into Ireland and everything, I'm only getting around to kind of testing it out now. Yeah, so that's really nice. I love kind of pinky nude, cool toned lip colours on me especially. I just have a really cool undertone to my skin naturally. I am actually wearing fake tan right now, but I'm naturally just really pale and quite cool toned, so I can sometimes get away with warmer toned lips, but for the most part I just kind of prefer cool tones. Okay, so there is the lip liner on its own. I'm just going to go in now with a lipstick. And actually the lipstick does have a separate name. It's called Toxic. So I'm not even sure if Colourpop still have these on their site. Okay, so there are the lips on now. So it is kind of a bit darker than what I would usually go for during the day, but I do really like the colour nonetheless. I'll see how I feel kind of towards the end when everything else is finished, whether I keep it on or kind of switch to something lighter. Hey everyone, so that's it. The look is finished off now. Thanks so much if you stayed this far. So just to give you a quick kind of roundup of my first impressions, I suppose, of the products. So the main thing being the Nomad Cosmetics Fairytale Europe palette. So really loved using this today. I can't wait to get some more use out of this. I think I might try and do at least another video anyway, and maybe doing a couple more looks with it. So I think it's really good, really versatile. I love that there's just a row of everyday neutrals that you can use. I think even if you were to use like literally 2 shades, you could just throw on one of the mattes, and then if you wanted like a pop of colour for every day, you could just throw on one of the shades and be done. Today I did a bit more of a kind of dramatic look with like kind of smoky liner and everything, but you wouldn't even need to do that kind of day to day. So it's a really versatile palette. So really enjoying that so far. Let me know if anyone else in Europe, I suppose, has ordered this and what kind of looks you're doing with this as well. I'd be really interested to know. I can't wait to do a few more videos from this brand. The next thing I suppose was the bPerfect the cheek shimmering blush in the shade Pink Sugar. Really enjoying this so far as well. Also the Makeup Revolution Lick of Lilac blush. I've been obsessed with this lately. I have used it a good few times, but just not over the kind of shimmery blush in the same colour. So really enjoying the formula of both of these for now. The Makeup Revolution blush as well in particular, I think it was literally like €5 or something as well. So really good affordable option. If you wanted to kind of try out, because it is a bit of a trend to have that really shimmery blush right now, so if you don't want to splash out on one of the Rare Beauty ones, I'd say give these a go. There are a few other colours as well that I want to try. There's a peach and a pink, there could even be like a bright shimmery red, I'm not sure. Definitely give those a go anyway if you're thinking about it. And then the last thing was the Colourpop, the lip kit from their Book of Shadows collection, the kind of mauvey lip kit. I think they had another kind of deeper berry, purpley kind of lip kit as well. So I have this on now. I really like this lip as well. I don't know if I'll leave it on for the rest of the day, just because it is quite dark and I did want something a bit kind of lighter and more springy today, I suppose. Just because I'm just heading for a dinner with my friends, so I don't want anything like too dramatic, especially like the days are quite bright now as well. It's not like we're in winter, the depths of winter anymore, so I don't really want too dark of a lip. But really enjoy, as always, I love Colourpop's lip liner and lipstick formula as well, so really enjoying that. Okay guys, thanks, that's it. I think we went through everything there, so thanks so much for watching the video this far. Like I said at the beginning, I'd really like if you could please like this video and then subscribe to my channel as well if you get a chance. Since it is a new channel that I set up, it would really mean a lot to me. Okay, so hopefully I will see you in the next video guys. Thanks, bye!